Hey, and welcome to Board with Life News for June 11th. Today we're going to talk about a game for Thunderbirds by Matt Leacock. We're going to talk about Medina, King of New York, and a promo for the game Yardmaster. Let's get right to it. Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to Board with Life News. We shot a Let's Play video of the game Dead of Winter by Plaid Hat Games. That's coming out very shortly. And so we're editing that now. Hopefully it's going to come out in the very near future. It was a great game. We're big fans of it, and so that should be a fun thing coming out from us soon. So make sure you subscribe and all that stuff to keep up with that. But let's get into board game news. First news this week is Matt Leacock, the famed designer of Pandemic and Forbidden Island and all those great cooperative games, is going to design a game for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds was a TV show in the 60s. It was that weird, like, kind of puppet animation that Team America World Police then took and kind of, I guess, reinvigorated in some ways. But Matt Leacock is going to be designing a game for the 50th anniversary of that show. Aside from the fact that it's going to be a cooperative game, there's not a lot of information out about it yet because it's still a long way away. It's going to come out the fourth quarter of 2015. But that's exciting. Matt Leacock, basically anything he does, it's going to be huge. So I'll keep you posted as we get more news on that. Stronghold Games announced that they're going to be reprinting Medina. Medina was originally produced in 2001, and it's a tile placement game, but it's actually kind of wooden cubes instead of tiles, and you can stack them on top of each other to gain certain points based on what color they are. The reprint is going to come with new components, a double-sided board, as well as revised rules. So this one, it looks really, really beautiful on the table, so hopefully it's good. The big news this week is King of New York. It's a follow-up to the game King of Tokyo. It's a standalone game by Richard Garfield, and it plays on a lot of the same mechanics of King of Tokyo, but this one has a couple of added things. For one, your monster can achieve fame, which can get you additional victory points. It's going to have a bigger board where it's going to have more spaces than just kind of the one that you're either in or you're out. So you can move around different districts of the city based on military and all that kind of stuff. You're finally going to be able to smash buildings, which is something that I know I've wanted to do in King of Tokyo for a while. So it seems like it's going to be very similar to King of Tokyo, but with a little bit more strategy and a few new components. So looking forward to that one. All right, instead of Kickstarter Corner this week, I decided to do a little bit of a different thing where I'm taking some news that's come out of a publisher that primarily publishes through Kickstarter, but it's actually for local game stores. Crash Games announced that their game Yardmaster that they recently kickstarted is going to have a set of promo cards with methylamine, which is the substance that they seal off the train in Breaking Bad. I guess that's a spoiler for Breaking Bad, so sorry, go back in time and rewind that so you didn't hear that if you somehow haven't watched Breaking Bad, but oh no, they seal a thing off a train. But you're only going to be able to get this card initially if you pre-order Yardmaster for $19.99 at your local game store. So I really like Kickstarter publisher kind of pushing now local game store, because Kickstarter business sometimes pulls away from the local game store. And they actually have a promo video that's kind of a play on the Breaking Bad opening credits. So I'm going to roll that for you now. All right, and that's the news for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and all that good stuff. This week's question comes from @5MinuteGamer via Twitter, and they ask, do you guys consider yourself entertainers who like games or gamers who like to make entertainment? I won't answer it for everyone, but me personally, certainly I'm an entertainer that likes games. First and foremost, I'm a filmmaker because that's my career and that's kind of what I'm doing with my life. And then I like games as a hobby. And it just so happens that we kind of mix those two. We actually, initially, our group was all kind of the group of people that I made films with. And then we'd play games on our downtime. So we kind of meshed the two together. But I wouldn't say that you know, the filmmaking is second to the games. And I think that's why kind of our narrative content maybe sometimes leans a little bit too heavily on the narrative and not enough on games for some people. But we figure there are a lot of people that are making content about games that have played more games than us and know more about games than us and can look at them more analytically than us. But what we can do is make quality produced content that is hopefully entertaining and funny and you guys like. So that's that question. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.